Trump directs Pentagon to start testing nuclear weapons again. On October 29, President Donald Trump announced that he has directed the Pentagon to resume nuclear weapons testing, ending a voluntary moratorium that has been in place for more than 30 years. Posting on Truth Social, Trump said the United States must conduct tests on an equal basis with other nations that are allegedly continuing or expanding their own testing programs. He stated that testing would begin immediately, although he did not specify what type of tests would occur. Trump issued the announcement just before meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping in South Korea, where trade discussions were expected to take place. The timing underscored Trump's argument that resuming nuclear testing is tied to global competition and national security concerns, particularly regarding China and Russia. Nuclear weapons testing has a long and controversial history. The 1963 Limited Test Ban Treaty ended nuclear detonations in the atmosphere, underwater, and in space due to the environmental and public health dangers caused by radioactive fallout. However, it allowed underground tests to continue, and the United States conducted its last underground nuclear test in September 1992. That same year, President George H.W. Bush issued a unilateral moratorium, ending all nuclear detonations. China followed a similar path, holding its last nuclear test in 1996 before establishing its own moratorium. In his announcement, Trump referenced his first term, noting that the United States updated and modernized its nuclear arsenal. He claimed that although the U.S. currently possesses more nuclear weapons than any other country, Russia remains a strong second and China is quickly growing its capabilities. According to Trump, the United States had no choice but to advance its nuclear strength given the threats posed by rival nations. The specific type of testing Trump is calling for remains unclear. While atmospheric, underwater, or space tests are banned under the Limited Test Ban Treaty, underground detonations technically remain possible. In recent years, the U.S. has relied on computer simulations, non-explosive experiments, and subcritical testing, methods that evaluate weapons performance without triggering a nuclear explosion. Trump's directive raises the possibility of returning to full-scale detonations, something no country has done since North Korea's underground nuclear test in September 2017. Trump's announcement comes amid increased weapons activity from U.S. adversaries. Russia recently tested the Burevestnik, a nuclear-powered cruise missile that President Vladimir Putin claims could evade missile defense systems and fly indefinitely. Just hours before Trump's visit to South Korea, North Korea also announced that it had tested a nuclear-capable cruise missile. The Pentagon has not provided additional details about how or when testing will resume. It remains uncertain whether the U.S. will carry out underground detonations or focus on delivery system testing similar to Russia and North Korea.